It's the final countdown for Toyotathon at Team Toyota. Don't miss these final days to get our lowest prices of the year and biggest savings of the year on our entire selection of new Toyotas. Hurry in for the final days of Toyotathon at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for 9 News Now. I'm Tisha Powell. We start with an update from the WAFB team after a major drug investigation at a Lane Hunt prison. Sources tell WAFB that inmates suspected of making and selling drugs have been transferred to Angola. This follows major shakedowns the week of Christmas after an inmate died of a suspected drug overdose on Christmas Eve. Investigations are ramping up with corrections officials, district attorneys, and law enforcement. Since September, 7 inmates have died unexpectedly at Hunt Prison, triggering these investigations. Last year, the prison saw 16 unexpected deaths. The Department of Corrections says it will not comment on pending investigations. Looking ahead to next week, the city of Plaquemine is warning of 2 planned power outages. The director of utilities says they will have a brief outage on Monday from 4 in the morning until 6:30 in the morning. Another outage is planned for Wednesday night from 10 to midnight. City officials say the outages are necessary so their crews can do maintenance at the electric substation. Ole Miss moving into the college football playoffs, moving on, which means LSU could still be on the hook for millions in postseason payouts. The Tigers' new head coach will receive another $500,000 after the Sugar Bowl win over Georgia. If Ole Miss beats Miami, the payout could go up to $750,000. And if the Rebels win the national championship, Kiffin would get a $1 million bonus from LSU. Just ahead, a check of your evening forecast with Jeff Morrow. Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at our Sky 9 camera. The second day of 2026, not looking too bad. Jeff Morrow here with us now with a look at the forecast. Jeff?
We've got a couple of passing showers, but that's about it on the second day as we wait the arrival of a cold front set to occur tomorrow morning. You can see isolated showers south of the interstate corridor right now. Not much activity north of the interstate corridor, but we are seeing a couple of showers. So rains right now kind of scattered in nature across areas of St. Mary, lower St. Martin into Assumption parishes, also Terrebonne, Lafourche parishes, St. James up into Ascension parish. Not so much here in Metro Baton Rouge. Had a little bit of some sprinkles make their way through the St. George area, and then you got a couple more up there towards St. Francisville. But right now, a mix of sun and clouds out there across the downtown area, including the state capitol. But you can see the flags at the old ferry landing have been blowing. That has been one of the bigger weather stories for today, has just been the wind and how persistent it has been. Winds right now at the airport, 21 miles per hour sustained with gusts upwards of 31 miles per hour. And we've seen wind gusts in the 30 mile per hour range for most of the afternoon. That hasn't stopped, though. Our temperature, as we have climbed into the mid 70s, much warmer than it should be for this time of year. So you can see how windy it is across the entirety of the viewing area, even across the state line. Sustained winds over 10 miles per hour, but wind gusts in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range with as strong as 36 mile per hour wind gusts in Lafayette, 20 mile per hour wind gusts in Hammond, and 21 miles per hour in Gonzales. Tomorrow, not quite as breezy, but still expected to be a breezy day. We're expecting that front to pass. You can see the change in wind direction here between 8 and 11 o'clock. So kind of mid to late morning hours, we expect the front to pass, and then we'll get a steadily northerly breeze that could be upwards of 15 to 20 miles per hour sustained. So we could see those wind gusts once again near 30 miles per hour at times tomorrow afternoon. So a lingering shower for a few more hours. Once we get towards the evening hours, those rain chances will diminish. Mild evening ahead. If you have plans to be out and about, probably no need to grab a heavier coat or jacket, but we are expecting a cool down behind our front Saturday morning. You can see from Saturday to Sunday, a decent fall in temperature, but still not a huge one, and it's only going to be brief because we're already starting to rebound back into the 70s by the time we get towards Monday. So this cold front not going to deliver a huge change in temperature, but we'll at least feel it for the second half of the weekend. Tisha?
All right, Jeff, thank you. Well, this weekend will mark the first local Mardi Gras parade of the season. The Crew of Deville parade will roll in Donaldsonville this Sunday at 2 o'clock, starting on Church Street. Organizers say float riders will start throwing beads at Marchand Drive. The parade will end on Railroad Avenue. You can get lucky and catch one of the crew's signature Mardi Gras ducks. Thank you for watching. Join us again on 9 News at 4 in 25 minutes.
Don't let time run out. These are the final days of Happy Honda Days at Team Honda. It's your last chance to make no payments for 90 days on every new Honda, plus get clearance pricing on select new Hondas. Hurry in now before time runs out at Team Honda on Seagan Lane.